What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the blue color. Playing as Kronos. His name is Tunison. His opponent today in the red color playing as Hades. His name is Hells. The map is Calm Shores. I believe it's Calm Shores. It's not. It has to be Calm Shores. It could potentially be competitive mega random, but I think it's Calm Shores. As we do see the dock coming up over on this side, both players on the same side here to begin the game. Hells is going to have to build a second dock somewhere on this side here because he's going to get deconstructed. So this is the first of this map that we're going to be seeing, which I believe we're going to be seeing quite a bit of Kronos on this map. I don't believe that Kronos is necessarily the best god on this map, but I do think that Kronos is perfectly good, fine, dandy, all the good stuff. There's the dock getting deconstructed. There's the dock coming back up. So it's a slight delay in early game here for Hells. Now, the question becomes, what is Tunison actually going to be trying to do here in this game? Is he going to go for a rush? If he does go for a rush on this top side, the best play, in my opinion, for Hells is just claim the bottom side. Don't even fight it. You don't even need to fight it. But we're going to see Hells drop double docks here straight away. And this villager is going to be spending his entire life building, it would seem. He's got some big muscles. You can see them, those muscles here as we do the slowest zoom in of your life. I mean, his elbow's got a little bit of a problem there, but that doesn't mean anything. He's going to be... Don't worry about it. He's getting the dock up. We see the fishing ships coming out over here as well. And we'll see how things are going to end up here for Hells, as I mean, he's actually having a little bit of issues with his early game here as well. For some reason he's taken the villager off of food there instead of off of wood to build a house, and therefore had a bit of idle time there on the villagers. But 2 docks down now for Hells. You might go for a 6 fishing ship advance or something like that. Same too for Tunison. If you can abuse, I can abuse, is what Hells says. He runs in with the villager. Now, technically speaking, the citizen does actually win this fight. The citizen wins this fight by about, I would say would live with about 60 HP or 70 HP if they fought each other. But Hells is just going to be shank, run, and it's just going to be game over for Tunison. So Tunison's going to have to figure out how he's going to be able to get himself up a dock here, as his temple is going to be coming up, and it looks like we will be seeing a fairly standard 4:30 advance time from Tunison, whereas Hells, he's struggling here. We do see this villager coming over here, going to start shanking the oracle on that side of the map. Hells has got himself 8 villagers on wood. 8 villagers on wood. So this is a bit of a different build. I think, I mean, obviously Hells with the dock over here and over here, he's building a 3rd dock as well. I actually like that 3rd dock in all honesty. There's no reason to rush this, I guess, for Hells. He's going to be up on this side as well. Dock coming down. Prometheus now coming through for Tunison a little bit late. This early game is not going exactly to plan here for Tunison, as he's going to be moving up here to drop this dock down. He's got a lot of buildings to break down, a lot of docks on this position. As Hells, he's still not close to advancing, but he's just going to continue to build stuff over on this left side of the water. Now, the problem here is because Hells has gone so late, Tunison should be able to get a dock up on this side of the map before anything happens here and start controlling that side as well. But he hasn't sent a villager over there to build that 3rd dock, which means, technically speaking here, all Hells needs to do is build fishing ships out, build 1 trireme out of this dock here when he hits the next age, secure this water, and just claim all of this fish, and he's going to have an advantage here. There's Athena now coming through for Hells. Prometheus just about to pop here for Tunison, as he's now sitting on this side here. He's got himself the Eye of Horus and all the other good stuff. Apparently not picking up that relic. I I wonder if he does. It's like Eye of Horus is a pretty good relic. Like it's 2 population for each of your town centers. Maybe later. Maybe later we'll pick up the work later. It's not important now. Surely he's going to pick it up. 100%. So this dock now going to start getting taken down. He does see the 2 docks over here. Deleting the Promethean offspring. They're going to be searching down here to see exactly what's happening on this water. We see 3 docks down on this side as well for Hells. He's playing around this deconstruction. I don't know if you could say he's playing around it quite well, but he is attempting to play around it, as we are going to be seeing 1 fishing ship getting taken down here, as Hells is not garrisoned just yet. 1 dock over here going to be getting cleaned up on that side there, as the fishing ship here going to be making a break for the other dock here. There's the Classical Age for Hells. He's going to start making trireme out straight away. Do we see any trireme out of this side? Where's the Katoskopos? There are some things that you just have to know on these sorts of like Anatolia style maps, water on 2 sides. Having scouting on the other side where the Atlantean player is not putting any pressure is vitally important, as we do see this dock attempting to get thrown up over here. Tunison is not going to be allowing that for the time being. The Ajax comes through, the Minotaur comes through. Handful of these docks are out now for Hells, or trireme I should say, but there's so many Bareem here. We've got 4 trireme on this location to 10 Bareem. Now 2 docks here for Hells. Should not be enough to defend this. You should be able to move in, snipe down all of the trireme here, and still have a good game. But he's attempting to fight. The other thing you could do is actually utilize one of your Bareem to take the dock's damage out by just moving it left and right. As we're still seeing Tunison trying to defend this, there is still going to be a restoration remaining here, as those low HP trireme, they don't mean anything with restoration being here. Those trireme, if you can keep them alive, as he does manage to snipe 1 trireme down there, the Bareem still trying to put pressure on. Restoration now finally coming in, a little bit too late there. You'd have to think. And Hells also with 4 fishing ships in one of these docks instead of both of these docks is allowing Tunison to push through. Tunison also coming onto this left side of the map now, ready to put the dock down, as we haven't seen any effort here from Hells to deny that. And it looks to me like Tunison is going to be able to clean up this top side of the water and have a very, very good game of it here moving forward. We do see the Ajax and the Minotaur attempting to take down this dock over here, but the Bareem going to be moving over here to snipe down that Ajax incredibly fast. Dock does end up coming down here for Tunison. I'd like to see a second dock down here as well, as the Oracle's coming through onto this position to boot. The dock is up on this position over here as well for Hells, but it's too far away from the fish to really help out. As everything pops back into the dock, and Tunison has managed to find himself a very, very strong position here on this game, as the Katoskopos finally moves down, finally sees the dock, and he's like, damn, it's too late. Imagine if I'd sent my Ajax and my Minotaur over to this side of the map, I could have had full security of this location, but instead, that is not what happened there. And Hells, he's pushed off this water, and he has not managed to secure this water for himself here in this game just yet. Now, the trireme are going to be sitting out here for the time being, but Bareems are coming out for Tunison yet again, as we'll see what Hells is going to be going for here. It looks like military buildings getting thrown down, going for the 1-1-1 in the Classical Age here after all is said and done, as Chiron and Ajax going to be getting popped out here for Hells. And the thing is here, Tunison, while he has won this water and he is doing damage right now, for every moment that he's controlling these fish, that's food, potential food that Hells is not getting. So he is maintaining damage done, but it's so much useless population here on the water here for the moment. 13 units, 26 population on the water. It's a big investment here. It's a really, really big investment here, as the Bareem are going to be popping out onto this location. A good micro there from Tunison straight away, pulling Hells back. Hells not paying attention over here, as he's going to be able to win this side of the water as well. But potentially here, Hells with the land aggression. We are seeing Tunison also building units out over here as well, as the fishing ship does manage to sneak back over here. Can be taking a little bit of fish here on that position, as Tunison not paying attention over there. As Hell's going to... Well, I mean, he can't defend this water anymore. But the units now starting to move across the map. Archery range is out. He's got the Katoskopos on this back gold mine over here. Citizen on the forward gold mine. The home gold mine has only got 1,000 gold left in it. So units are going to be pushing across. Tunison's at 115 population, but you have to remember that you had all of the population over here for Tunison. He's going to be deleting those Barim as well. He's also got these ones over here. How many in total? 19-ish at the moment. So nearly 40 population on the water. If you take a look at the differences over here, Hells is basically in front on military right now. Basically. As he checks out this gold mine, he hasn't been able to find exactly where the gold is getting grabbed. Military barracks coming down, cannon barracks coming down as the docks are going to start getting torn out here. Another thing Tunison could do is throw another dock up here and grab these fishing locations as well, as the fish of Hell's getting sniped down by Tunison to boot here. And Hell's now starting to move up onto this position to try and take out Tunison's units. As we'll see how it's all going to go. Right now, Tunison needs population to defend his gold. He does have 355 gold in the bank at this moment, but the army of the Hades is so strong. Hells has got nothing on the water at this moment here. Nothing. He's pure land. Full send. He's trying to get as much damage as he possibly can do here in this game. The Promethean are out, but so too is the Chiron. The unit's going to come over here and snipe down that lone Chiron Ballaster here as the Promethean pushing through, and we will be seeing that Hells manages to immediately snipe that Promethean down there. Well, basically, it's down to... Well, there it goes. As Tunison retreats back. We do see Citizen moving over onto that location there as the Hoplite going to be moving through here. As the gold on this position, 700 gold left there as well. As the Barim trying to defend over here as best as they possibly can. Hell's going to have to swing his army all the way over to this location here. As the Hoplite and Hippocon started to hit this spot. And the other thing is potentially sending some villagers forward and building some buildings around this gold mine wouldn't go astray. Hells is going to try and maneuver his entire army over to push off this gold mine. As we do see the villagers swinging back home as there's a couple of units there. It's going to be a little bit too much for Tunison to deal with. Tunison is still sitting at full population here. It basically needs a town center at this point to actually fight. There's now Hells looking around here for something to attack. The Citizen coming through onto this position. We're still leaving a handful of units over here. As Hells comes through, he spots 4 Citizen right out onto this gold mine. He's going to be putting a stop to that immediately there. As Valor comes down, the villagers retreating away. These village Citizen on this position here getting sniped down. The building over here getting cleaned up to boot here. And 3 Citizen kills almost guaranteed with those Toxotes just sitting in the path of their retreat as they all go down there. Beautiful play by Hells as he's now going to push in and push off this gold mine as well. He doesn't even need to have all of his units on this position here because like the Toxotes deal with everything. Tunison, he doesn't have any population here. He's trying to move through and take out the fishing ships over there, but there's just nothing he can do. He needs his heroes over here. At the moment, his Chiron is moving a little bit slow. Needs to get that coming onto this position as the gold village is able to move back there to grab that gold. Look at Tunison's food, though. He's got 700 food. He's almost able to get to the heroic age here. Potentially, if Tunison can just click up to the heroic age, you can just throw in a market down and trade for a little bit. But still seeing the army pushing in, pushing that villager off of the gold there. Meanwhile, over there, Promethean does check this location out. Villagers could potentially make their way up onto that top gold mine there if they so choose. As the Chiron comes in, we try to take this out. It's only 10 citizens for Tunison here in this game. There's only 10 citizens. He's been cutting villagers for so long here. Plus, he's lost tons of villagers as well. You'd have to assume. As the gold in the main base is just about to expire there for Tunison, as now Hells is like, I can just sit underneath this town center. The town center is only dealing like 9 damage per second. My population, or my military count, is so much further in front of Tunison's here. As we do see a couple of citizens moving over here, but a Hoplite going to be moving in to push off that location there. As the villagers pushing up to the top side, all of the army there of Tunison is getting cleaned up. It is basically popping out of the military building and getting cleaned straight away. The Promethean over there getting destroyed as well. As the units are going to be moving up to the top side, and in that moment there, with the Murmillo flying through the air, Tunison taps out. What a game there from Hells, managing to play around the fact that Tunison had won both sides of the water. I mean, the way to play this from the perspective of the double docksider, the guy who goes both sides versus one guy who goes one side, is you don't defend the side that they are putting pressure on. You send your units over to attack this, and you build army over here, or you simply just kill off the docks, or you prevent the docks from going up. You build the docks up here. You get your fishing ships. That's the way to play it. There's no other way to play it. That's the correct play. Hells managed to win this game somehow, some way. I think Tunison was way too greedy moving out onto the gold mines out here. He could have just gone to the heroic age, had a market, made a palace, defended his gold mine, got in a town center, anything else other than trying to secure this Ford gold mine first. And he would have won this game. Anyways, Hells is on the scoreboard now. We'll see if Hells can turn this game and turn this series on its head, get a reverse sweep. If you guys are enjoying this one, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next game.